We are looking at changing improper fraction to a mixed fraction. So what is an improper fraction? Now, an improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is always bigger than your denominator. In my example here, I have 7 over 4, and this is improper because your numerator is bigger than your denominator. Now, how do we change this improper fraction into a mixed fraction? Remember, our mixed fraction must have a whole number along with a proper fraction. So we need to change this so that we can have a whole number and a proper fraction at the end. Good. Now we have an operation to do. In order to change this, we must divide. So in order for us to change this, we must divide. We're going to divide our numerator by our denominator. So this becomes 7 divided by 4. Alright, so let's set that out now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to solve. So my 4 is my divisor, so it goes on the outside, and the 7 is my dividend, so it goes on the inside. Good. Now let us proceed to dividing. How many times can 4 go into 7? We know that it can go 1 time. So we say 1 times 4. Now 1 times 4 gives us 4. So I'm going to write 4 here because we're doing long division. So when I have my 4 here, I'm going to take away. So 4 from 7 will give us 3. Now we need to continue to ask ourselves, can 4 go into 3? Good. So the answer is no, because I can't have 3 things and get a group of 4 from it. So once we're at this point where we can no longer use our divisor to divide, then we stop. Now, you are asking the question, how do I use this to then get a mixed fraction? Now we know that our 4 is our denominator. That does not change. So the 4 still remains as our denominator. Good. But when we divided, we end up with a 1. We ended up with a 1 and we ended up with a 3. Now these 2 will be used along with the 4 to represent our mixed fraction. Now whatever number we get at the top here is what we used as the whole number. So the 1 now becomes our whole number. And we know that the 4 is our denominator, so it does not change. Good. Now if I've used my 1 and I've used my 4, then it means that the 3 is left to be used. So the 3 now becomes my numerator. Good. So let me write here our remainder. Whatever we get as the remainder is our numerator, and what we get at the top here is our whole number. So when I've changed 7 over 4 to a mixed fraction, it becomes 1 3/4. Let's try 14 over 3. Now remember, we are dividing, and it becomes 14 divided by 3. How many times can 3 go into 14? It can go 4 times. 4 times 3 will give us 12. So 2 from 4 leaves us with 2, and 1 from 1 leaves us with 0. Okay, now remember, denominator does not change, and our top number is a whole number. I'm writing double N for short. And our bottom number is the numerator. Good. Denominator. All right, so let's write our answer now. Let's use that information and write our answer. So whole number 4, denominator 3, and numerator 2. So 14 over 3 now becomes 4 2/3.